I'm Tom from Do It Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at using the North Plant Sensor to monitor data about your smart garden and plants in your garden. So this is a little device that's about $12. I got mine from Walmart, and it's a sensor you place into the soil next to your plant to monitor data about the plant. And I was pretty excited to find it because there's not that many plant sensors still on the market. And also for 12 bucks, you could really get a lot of these and monitor your entire smart garden. But I didn't know what kind of data you'd actually be able to get or how well it would work. So in another video, I showed how to actually set it up. And the app itself is kind of wonky. It's a little bit challenging to get it set up in the first place. But once you do pair the sensor, I was actually pretty impressed with the amount of data and the quality of data that you get from it. So you can see here I've added the device in. This is the main screen of the app, and I've associated with a particular plant, which is my tomato plant in the backyard. So I'm going to go into the plant and get the data about it. So you can see here it's my tomato plant. I've been monitoring it for 1 day, and it's going to go ahead and connect to the sensor if I'm close enough. And you do have to be fairly close. So I'm in the backyard right now. I'm probably a few feet away from it, but you can monitor from, I found, about 30 feet away. And then this is the data that you get about the plant. So you can see the first metric here is moisture, soil moisture. And because I've entered the specific plant that I'm monitoring, the tomato here, it actually knows the range of soil moisture that I should be within. So it's saying 22 to 70%. I guess it doesn't want the tomato plant to be too moist, but I'm within that comfortable range. Probably will need to water it soon since I'm on the lower end of the range, but I can go in here and it says soil moisture is perfect. The second metric here is soil fertility. I have no idea what this is actually measuring or how it's measuring it, but it gives me a target range of 350 to 2,500, and I'm right now at 44. So I'm apparently on the low end. I'm well below where I should be for soil fertility. And I can go into this and it's going to tell me fertility is too low. Please fertilize me, aiming for 350 the next time I need watering. So again, no idea what that scale actually is or how the sensor is measuring soil fertility, but let's try in another video. I'll actually add some fertilizer and we'll see if that number goes up, if it's actually accurately measuring soil fertility. The next metric is sunlight intensity. And this one I actually do have a good sense for how it's measuring this. The device itself seems to have a little photocell on the top, so it's measuring the amount of light hitting it. And it's giving me a range for the tomato plant of 4,000 to 130,000 lux. And right now I'm at 1,537. Not very surprising, it's the morning right now. The sun is not really hitting the plant yet, so I'll see as the day goes on if that changes, and I assume it will get up into that target range. But this would be helpful to see if you were planting the plant in an area that was not getting enough sunlight, or for another kind of plant, maybe it would show you that you were getting too much sunlight, and you would want to move the plant to a more shaded part of your garden. So again, I can go in here, light level's too low, move me to somewhere brighter than 4,000. I don't really need to at the moment because it's not full sun yet today, but I'll check back in the middle of the day and see if the plant is getting the right amount of light. And then the final metric is the air temperature. It's currently 66 degrees. This is probably being measured by a really simple thermistor inside of the device. And the target range is 50 to 95 degrees. So I'm in good shape. I can go in there. Temperature is perfect. So again, for a $12 device, where I'm getting wireless monitoring, you get a lot of data in here: moisture, fertility, sunlight, and temperature. The moisture, I'm fairly confident there's just a little conduction sensor that's using to monitor that in the soil. Sunlight, it's a light sensor. The temperature, I'm assuming it's a thermistor. Fertility, again, I have no idea, so I definitely want to test that further and see if adding fertilizer really does change that number. But for 12 bucks, we're getting a lot of really helpful data here. So my next step is going to be to monitor this over time and see, again, if I tweak things like the amount of water and the fertility with some fertilizer, if I actually see a noticeable change in the app. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.